Hey guys!
Hey there!
So yesterday was Jeff's birthday.
Yeah, I'm an old man now.
Happy birthday.
Wasn't an old man yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah, we had a fun time celebrating him this weekend.
Yeah, I really appreciated it.
And then we just thought we'd give you a summer update and then also let you know what's around the corner for us.
The last video that we sent a couple months ago, I invited you to be a part of the beta test for Soul Connection. And I really unpacked then what Soul Connection is, so I'm not going to take that time here. But just to let you know that we released it in July. Yeah. It's out there in the wild for both the iOS and the Android. And just excited to hear stories from you guys after you've used it. If you could drop an email to us at fam.gage@gmail.com, I would just love to hear those kind of stories about what God does with it. And if you have any ideas for new content, I'd love to hear that too.
It was fun because Sophie, totally on her own, said, "Hey Mom, I told a bunch of my friends about how there's this app where you can take a personality test and draw close to God." And they were all excited about it and got it on their phones.
I hope they use it.
But she didn't say my dad did this, and so that was exciting.
That's neat.
She did that all on her own, so she was proud of you.
Yeah.
So so this summer for our church, we asked you to pray for that on our last video, and it went well. It was low numbers, but it's just kind of like that sometimes here. But we had a cooking class to have some refugee ladies and some other local ladies that don't go to our church, and it was actually a Mexican cooking class that our friend Martha taught, and she really did a great job, and it was a good opportunity to reach out and build friendships and build relationships with ladies you don't always get to see very often. So that was good. And then Wes.
And Wes is going to be a senior this next year, and I challenged him, I hired him to do something in his own best interest. Since in this part of the world, he couldn't just go get a part-time job for the summer, I hired him to do his own research for scholarships over the summer and apply to colleges. And just proud to see how he stepped up to that plate and went for it. And excited to see where he's going. Even this afternoon, he has an interview with another college, and just very proud of him and what he's accomplished.
Pray for him that he senses the Lord's leading him to the right place and stuff. So, okay, so I wanted to update you on something, and so this is kind of a long story, but I'm going to try to keep it short. 3.5 years ago, I had a dream, one of those dreams where it has a clear start and a clear end. And I wake up and my heart's beating and I know it was from the Lord. That doesn't happen to me very often. I don't want to tell you the whole dream because social media, I need to be sensitive. But basically at the end of the dream, not me, but I'm with a woman who takes off her veil and she says to me, she's an Arab woman, she says to me, "Tell me about Jesus." And I wake up. And so it was really riveting, but I didn't know what to do with the dream. I had been working with refugee children. I switched my focus to refugee women. But really, there wasn't this clear opportunity. We've had different events, as you know about if you've been following us, but there hasn't been this clear, like, yes, this is a fulfillment of this dream. This summer, I had some specific alone time with the Lord, journaling, praying. It was a really good time, and the Lord really put this dream back on my heart. And I'm like, okay, Lord. And then it was like I had, boom, instructions of what to do with it. And it was just very crystal clear, and it was a moment in time with the Lord. I wrote it all down in my journal. I'm like, okay, so what do I do with this now, Lord? I told Jeff about it, and he's like, okay, like, we don't know.
I'm like, okay, let's see what God does with this.
So the only next step I had was to talk to my friend that works with the refugee ladies who speaks Arabic, and I've talked about her a lot over the years. So, lo and behold, there's a refugee retreat coming up this next weekend, and they're praying about putting together the speaking team. So, I'm going to be speaking to the ladies
the women,
and sharing the dream in detail. There's some things in it that are a little hard to say. And then at the end, I'm going to share boom, boom, boom what the Lord wants me to tell him about who he is. And it's from the Gospel of John, about how he's the Word, and also he's the light, and there's no darkness in him. And I feel very compelled with the message I have. It's burned in my heart from the Lord. I know it's him. At the same time, pray that I have boldness and I don't shrink back from the opportunity, that I just really go for it, and that the Lord really moves in hearts. And I feel so privileged to have this opportunity.
And I'm so proud of you. Yeah. It's so fun to watch how God's using you. And then with CBS coming up too, right around the corner.
Right around the corner in 2 weeks, we begin our new session. and we'll be studying the servants of God. And I'm in the preparation part of getting the curriculum ready and the training ready for our leaders and doing all that right now. So there's a little bit of a hill in front of me right now, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's just awesome. For me with EDOT in the coming months, we are doing a redo on an older app that we released about 4 or 5 years ago called C2C Story. It's a evangelistic tool app. We've had several people come to us saying they want it in their translation. It was already in 10 languages, and 2 and even more are being added. So we're making the app easier to update with new languages. And that's one of the reasons for an update on the app. And so I'm getting to actually use the coding that I've been studying since Christmas time, and it's fun to see how God's using me in those. And then the other thing that's been a lot of fun is when someone new gets here to the field, they then have to go to language school, and that's a real challenge. And there's a family that got here about a year ago, and they've been in the process of language school, and now Ben is finally done. He finished last month, and he's finally coming into the office full time, and he's just it's a lot of fun to see the energy that he's bringing to the team and how he contributes and his own special giftings and skills. And
he's really excited to work hard.
Yeah, he's really excited to be in the office and really dig in. And the three of us, me, Ben, and Rick, are really starting to click and figure out how to work together. And just
yeah, it's just
awesome.
Really unique here because on the mission field, you got people coming and going all the time.
Yeah.
And so teams are constantly changing. So right now it kind of seems like this new season in a sense. So just pray that yes.
Pray that we continue to click and we continue to get through code and finish things.
So, and then just real quick, Sophie, just want to let you know, she's doing great. She enters into 9th grade. So we have a senior and a freshman.
Yeah.
Her big thing is writing right now. She loves to write and also playing the cello. In fact, she's got 2 other friends that play the cello, and a friend of mine is a musician who plays the double bass, and she came to their spring concert and really got a heart to tutor these 3 girls outside of school.
So yeah, we're really proud of Sophie and what she's doing, and we're really excited to see how she handles the 9th grade year and where she goes with it. This past summer has been awesome to see how God has been at work. And we're looking forward to the future and what God is going to do in that. But
yeah, I just really sense the importance of this time that we're here. So thank you for your love and your support and being behind us, because we're doing what we set out to do, and it's been amazing. So
yeah, it's really fun to see God working.
Yeah.
So until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.